Alright, so this is my Vashj'ir. Well, this is startup guide video 13 now. This is one of the last times you're going to be running Vashj'ir for the startup guide. Right now we're running it right before Utgarde Pinnacle. If you notice the massive difference in the server time, then in between video number 12 and this video, I did go to sleep for the night. Instead of pulling an all-nighter, it took and I woke up around like 11. It took so long to compress all of those videos and make them all nice and pretty and perfect. So it was actually a good decision to go to sleep. Otherwise, I would have been up just forever, just compressing the videos and not being able to do any extra work. But besides that, back on topic to this, we're pretty much almost done. There's not much left with this guide. With the startup guide, I should say. All that's left, like I just mentioned, is we got to run we're doing this Vashj'ir, then we're doing Utgarde Pinnacle enough times to get a good amount of stuff in our inventory, and then we're going to be doing mailing everything to our auction character, and then from there what we're going to be doing is running a Scarlet Monastery for more Goldthorn. And right after that, I hate when I don't break combat after I feign death. It's really annoying. What was I talking? Okay, right after we run Goldthorn, then it'll be finally time to log on our auction house character and start, loading the auction house up and selling everything that we farmed, and also checking the prices on anything that we can possibly buy and resell for, more money. Now, even though I've logged on my auction house character since I was making these videos last night, I did not touch any of the items that we farmed. They're all still in my mailbox. I didn't even open the crates. So I'm trying to make it as 100% accurate as possible when it comes down to that. Because if I don't touch those items, then I can show you loading them onto the auction house, which it was very tempting not to touch those items because all of my rune cloth on the auction house sold, every single piece of it. And I don't have any more to put up on the auction house, but there is some rune cloth in those boxes that we farmed in UBRS and LBRS earlier this morning. So I still have all that rune cloth in those boxes, but in order to make this guide 100% as accurate as possible, I did not touch them because I want to, show you when it comes time, when I log on my auction house character again at the very end of the startup guide, putting everything up on the auction house, checking all of the items. We're gonna do all of that. And, well, I'm going to say we're going to be doing it together because by that time, chances are you'll be using my narration as a little bit of a guide when it comes to listing those items. Now, as I mentioned before, we're pretty much almost done. If I had to guess, I'd say there's about an hour left worth of this startup guide. Depending on how many times you want to farm Utgarde Pinnacle, I'm probably going to only run it 2 or 3 times depending on how much stuff I get from each run. Now, the estimates on my website are all pretty low for Utgarde Pinnacle. On my website, I got extremely unlucky rather, with those 5 runs. So, all of those estimates are extremely low. I've never gotten that little of Frostweave from running Utgarde Pinnacle in all 5 of those runs just back to back. Now, keeping that in mind, sorry, I had to read a text message. Keeping that in mind, we're probably going to be getting more Frostweave this time around. So that's going to be, a nice bonus. I'm also going to be showing killing the king in these videos. If you watch the previous Frostweave videos where not Frostweave videos rather, but Utgarde Pinnacle videos, I skipped the king because I didn't want to push the YouTube 15-minute video boundary. What I did was I stopped it before the king. I stopped it before that last pack of 3 mobs, and then I also made one video with the king to show you, me killing the king, exactly what it's going to be like, what the fight goes down like if you've never done Utgarde Pinnacle before. So you can use those videos as kind of a guide. I only narrate, I think, the first 2 of them, and then the king's fight I do narrate, which I actually, during the king's fight, I find a Book of Glyph Mastery, which I explained during that video. It sells for a ton of gold. Usually you can get about 200 gold for a Book of Glyph Mastery, because inscriptionists want them. They still buy them even today. and they probably will always still buy them unless Blizzard makes something else that teaches you, different glyphs, which I'm sure they will sometime soon, and it'll make those prices drop. So keep that in mind. If Blizzard does create something within the next month, year, 2 years, in the next expansion at any time, and what I just said becomes out of date, just post a comment and tell people to rate it up, so it's information just steadily there. I'll also change my website to make it more accurate if Blizzard does do anything like that. But for the sake of the time being, just post a comment and have it rated up if they become worth a little bit less, or a lot less rather. Now, on that same lines, when it comes to the Goldthorn farming at the very end here, I actually don't even need Goldthorn anymore. I got about like 8 stacks that I need to sell, and because I keep buying out the cheap Goldthorn because people keep putting it up for just absolutely dirt cheap prices. Like somebody put a full stack of 20 Goldthorn up the other day for 50 gold, and I can get 10 gold each. So I scooped that up immediately. What was I going to say? Well, yeah, I don't even really need Goldthorn, but I'm going to farm it anyway because that's the end of my startup guide, and that's what I'm here to say. And hey, if I farm more Goldthorn now, that means 3 weeks later when I sell all my Goldthorn, I won't have to go back there and farm a little bit more. Now, one thing that I have not said about this Vashj'ir path yet is you don't even need really a level 85 to farm here. Pretty much all you need is a character that you've done the beginning quests with in Vashj'ir for the seahorsey mount. And I hate when these Murlocs aggro me. It's really annoying. Yeah, you don't even need... actually, with a druid, if you have a druid, that sea legs buff that I was moused over, that would probably just work, because I know a lot of druids use their aquatic form. Now I'm going to aggro the fish. I'm just going to feign death this fish because he's pissing me off. But yeah, aquatic form would work just as well, but if you're not a druid, then I would probably recommend getting the seahorse. Well, getting the seahorse would be pretty much a requirement. Vendor trash. As you can see, the Vashj'ir character is almost completely filled up. Now, I did a little bit of farming myself while I was waiting for the videos to compress because I had nothing better to do. So I wanted to make it so that I could mail everything to Almar, who's my auction house character, and once I mail everything to him, I can I'll be able to show you exactly like putting everything up on the auction house that you'll be farming during the course of this guide. So I wanted it to work out that way. Even if your inventory isn't full, after farming Vashj'ir throughout the whole entire startup guide, I would still recommend mailing the stuff to your auction house character, and then bringing your Vashj'ir character immediately back out here to start farming again, because this will make it a lot more effective and a lot more, you should always keep the character logged out here. But let's see, this video has been going on for about 9 minutes, so I'm going to log on my character in Utgarde Pinnacle, and then I'm going to switch to the next video. So yeah, the next few videos are going to be farming Utgarde Pinnacle, then I'm going to be mailing things to my auction house character, and then I'm going to farm Goldthorn an additional time, and then finally show you putting all the items up on the auction house, and then the startup guide will actually be done at that point in time. Besides that, you should, since I have nothing else to say while I'm waiting for this loading screen, follow the link in the description of this video. It'll take you directly to my website, which will give you all the information you could ever need to know about this guide. It's very important that you read my website and you read it thoroughly. Check every single page, double check every single page, triple check every single page. You want to know everything before just jumping into the market and starting to buy stuff. I explain everything on my website. There's not a single thing left out. So it's very important that you read that. But yeah, I should be done loading momentarily, like there. And what I'm going to do, okay, my inventory is completely clean. I'm going to start the next video now, and then the complete next video is going to be just Utgarde Pinnacle. So fun, joy.